Author's POV. Morning. YN's room. It's early in the morning and the sun is shining bright in the sky. Sunbeams are coming in the gap of the curtains, making a golden glow all around the room. YN is standing near her room window looking outside. She woke up early today as she can't sleep properly at night because of what happens between Jungkook and her. She goes to the bathroom while thinking that she should be careful whenever she will be near him. She is so afraid of him now and is thinking of making a good distance between them, which always do, but she make more distance. At 8 a.m. she became ready and went downstairs and straight go to the kitchen and started making his breakfast. After done with his breakfast, there was still half an hour left for Jungkook to wake up. So, she started to do another chores, and after 15 minutes, she went upstairs towards his room to wake him up. YN are standing in front of his room gate hesitating if she goes in or not. After thinking for a minute, she took a deep breath and with her shaky hand, she knocks the door sometime. She thinks that Jungkook is still sleeping at this time. But to her surprise, Jungkook answers the knock saying, "Come in. I was only waiting for you." YN heartbeats fasten after hearing it. She placed her shaky hand in the doorknob and opened it, but the next thing made her nervous. When she entered the room, Jungkook is only wearing a towel underneath and an unbuttoned shirt on the upper side. He looked at her from head to toe, and he noticed that she had removed her bandage from her toe, but her nail was broken. Jungkook ordered YN, "Come and stitch my button, it got broken." YN nodded her head in nervousness, and she walked towards the shelf to take a needle to stitch his button, but she saw the needle and thread are already placed on the nightstand. YN took it and came towards Jungkook. Jungkook's body is still wet and water is dripping from his hair, and most importantly, he is only wearing a towel around his slim 8-pack abs waist, which can make anyone's heart beat fast. YN stood maintaining a good distance between them, but Jungkook's words make her heart beat fast. "Jungkook, will you come closer or should I?" YN, "So sorry, Mom." Master saying that YN went closer to him. Her hands are shaking. YN looks at his chest, it's looking hard like a rock and having droplets of water, making it look more attractive. But it doesn't affect YN because for her, it's her duty to do all the things whatever he said to her, and she follows all his orders although she's afraid of him, but still she does her job, and she focuses on her work and starts stitches the buttons on his shirt. On other hand, Jungkook is getting the satisfaction of YN's closeness. He is staring at her all the time and smelling her sweet scent, which he always wants to feel on his body. YN is carefully stitching the buttons, preventing her hands touching his chest. She stitches the last button and wants to cut the thread but doesn't find scissor. So she looks around but still doesn't find it. Jungkook, who is observing her moves, suddenly spoke. "What are you searching for?" Hearing him, YN said in her little shaky voice, sighed, "Oh, daughter, Mom. Master. I'll need to see. Cut the remaining thread." Jungkook smirked, knowing because of his height YN can't properly reach there, but YN can't see him smirking. Then Jungkook with a smug face replied, "I don't have Fuyuro King time for now finding those scissors, so cut it somehow." Because of fear, YN attached her mouth to the thread and about to cut the thread with her teeth, but JUNGKOOK pulled her closer towards him, and in another second her lips straight landed on his naked chest. She does not understand what just happened. After realizing it, her eyes got widened in shock. She tried to back off from him, but JUNGKOOK held her firmly in his hold, not letting her go away from him. JUNGKOOK got goosebumps all over his body when YN's lips touch his hard chest, and he loses all his control over himself. And in another second, his lips collided with YN's lips, and he started kissing her passionately, like he is starving for years. She tries to push him away, but a little girl like her pushes a muscular beast like him. She tries to get away from him, but all her attempts go in vain as JUNGKOOK is thrice stronger than her. Her tears are rolling down her cheeks continuously. The more she tried to get away with him, the kiss became more passionate, and now YN became out of breath as she started hitting his shoulders. JUNGKOOK comes back to her senses when he realizes what he is doing as he releases her lips from his, but still is holding her waist firmly, not letting her run away from him, as he said while wiping her tears. "Now where you gonna run, my little warrior? Hun?" YN in a trembling voice said, Master Lo, leave me PL, please." JUNGKOOK shakes his head as no, and says, "Why are you so afraid of me? Huh? Is I'm that scary? Is I ever yell at you or punish you in any way, then why are you so afraid of me?" JUNGKOOK said as he doesn't like it whenever he wants to get close to her. She always wants to run away from him, and making excuses to go away from him, saying that he started looking at her breathless face, and his eyes are looking at her beautiful filler lips, which swelled up due to how passionately he kisses her. He started rubbing his thumb on her lower lip, but suddenly his phone rang, but first he ignored it, but his phone started ringing again and again, making him irritate him as he released his grip around her waist. Find this as a chance to run. YN ran away from there. She now became more afraid of him, which she already is. She is breathing heavily, and sweat is dripping down from her forehead as she said in her shaky voice, "No. No. ICA. Can't you do this job anymore? ICA. Can't let this happen. He is dead dangerous. No. I can't stay here. YN, I have to think of a way to run away from here. I want to see my mom," saying that she started crying loudly. "I don't want to live here." On other hand, JUNGKOOK is sitting in the study room. His fingers are tapping on the laptop keyboard at a good speed. He is doing some office work, but his brain is full of YN's thoughts. He again and again remembering the morning kiss which happens between them. And without his knowing, a wide smile crept on his face, and his hand automatically reaches to his lips and starts remembering the feeling of YN's soft lips touch. How moist soft they are. He likes the taste of her lips, which has strawberry flavor and taste. Remembering that JUNGKOOK said in his seductive tone, "Shit, I like it so much. Now the addiction of your taste is in my mouth, and from now on you are my addiction. My little warrior," saying that he smirked. And now YN is not just his obsession, she becomes his deadly addiction, and she became the endless addiction of his possessed love.